Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Doug. This is One Man's Life. Today we're going to do a video on these bear skulls. These are the bear skulls that I got from a friend of mine, the same guy that gave me that whitetail to draw on, and it ended up crashing on the floor. I don't know if you have to go to a previous video to watch that, but these are the skulls he gave me, and I measured these out. I'm going to show you quickly how I measured them, just a rough guess. It's nothing professional or nothing official. And then I have some water boiling outside, and I got some OxyClean. We're going to throw these in there just to clean them up a little bit. You can see there's a lot of dirt on them, and there's some sort of oil on the back of this one, and it just needs to be cleaned up. So these two, anyways, this one I got from a different person, another friend of mine actually, and it's considerably smaller, as you can see in the photo here. But so I measured this one, and it comes out to actually 19 inches, which is a very good bear. And this one comes out to it said on the tag that was on it, it said 18 and 5/16. And the way I'm going to show you how I actually measured it was just roughly. Came out to very much the same. Like it was actually it was 18 and 5/16 exactly what I came up with. And this guy here, he's got a little bit of lacquer on him. You can see the white on the bottom. It is older bear, and he's quite a bit small. It could have been a female. I'm not sure how you determine that, but it's a smaller bear regardless. And this one scored 15 and 7/16, so it's like 4 inches smaller. So it is quite a bit smaller bear. I'll put that one aside, and then I'm going to show you quickly how I did this. Now it's a fairly simple measurement, and basically you're measuring the longest point here and the widest point here, and you're going to add those two together, and that's your score as far as I believe Pope and Young, and also Boone and Crockett. So you're going to measure from here to here, and you can't measure over top. You got to measure a straight line. So how you get that is I just have you can use any square edge, and you can see I have the cutting board here up against this square edge, and it's not exactly perfectly square. Basically how you're supposed to really do it is with a caliper. So I obviously don't have a caliper, so we're gonna rough this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this square edge. I'm gonna use this square edge, which is a piece of cardboard from one of my measuring tapes. And then you need a pencil to mark and then also a measuring tape, which I have here. And this one is in 16ths up to the foot, and then after that it's this is 30 seconds, and 16ths and 8ths after the foot. So it's all standard measurement. So basically we're going to start, and now if you push it up tight like that, you can see that point and that point are at an angle. So to get a true measurement, you have to level those 2 points out. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the front end of it. So this point and this point where we're measuring to are sort of the same distance off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this card tight to it. I'm going to hold that there, and I'm going to remove the skull. Now you can actually, there's two ways of doing this. You can mark it and measure it, or if you have your tape handy enough, just push your tape up against there and mark it. So this is 11.5 inches. So it's 11.5 inches, right? So we mark that down, which I did here. It was 11 and 9/16, so it came out the first time. So yeah, it's not super accurate. So, and then again, now you're measuring from here to here. you turn the skull sideways, those 2 points are level. So you'll be safe with just pushing it up against there. And again, just take your card, push tight up against there, don't move it, remove the skull, and just push your tape up against there. And you see we got 6 3/4. So 6 3/4 is what I came up with here. This is the first measurement of the big one. This is the one we were measuring now, and that's that small one, excuse me. So I had 11 1/2, I said, was actually 9/16 and 6 3/4. So that comes out to 18 5/16, which it said on the card. So whoever scored that before, and these bears are, I believe, he said they were 3 years old. So they've been drying for 3 years, so you can officially score these after, I think it's 90 days or 60 days. I'm not even sure. But yeah, the true score is now. So yeah, that's one way of getting an estimate on how big your bear is. And so now I'm going to go throw these into the OxiClean, and I'm going to try to get this grease off here. There's a couple of spots here. All this dirt will come off. There's a few spots here I'll show you. There's in the pores here. Inside there's pretty clean. This a little bit here. We'll try to get, there's a grease spot. There's a grease spot. We'll try to get it as clean as we can. Okay, so here we are outside now. And we're going to, the water's been going for a while. It's not to a full rolling boil, but I put some OxiClean in there. There's a little scoop inside here. I filled it about 3/4, and I don't know how much that actually is. It's probably about a 1/4 cup maybe. And this is full. I don't know how big this pot is. It doesn't say anywhere how much it is, but I dumped it in there and I let it go. And it's, like I said, not a full boil yet. But we're gonna take the skull and drop both of them in there. In there for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to take it out and brush it off a little bit, see if it's cleaned it up a little bit. Gonna make sure all the air comes out of there. So that one's in. One, two, this is the smaller one. Make sure they're supposed to burn. That up. There, now they're both submerged. So I'm going to put that lid back on. We're going to let that go for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to check on it, see if any of those pores have opened up and some of that grease will come out. This OxiClean is supposed to be really good for that, so we'll check on about 10-15 minutes. Alright, so the skulls have been in there now for about half an hour in the OxiClean. I'm using a hot plate, which propane heater might be better, a little bit quicker, but we're going to take it out now. And I'm going to just take the brushes to it. These skulls have been cleaned 3 years ago, so they haven't been sealed. So they collected dust and oil and whatever, still something got back in there. So that's why we're reboiling it and trying to get whatever dirt, anything out of there. So I have these brushes that I'm gonna try to help get some of that dirt off. And we'll just see if anything has changed. It's like I said, it's been in there for half an hour now. So I'm going to see if I can knock any dirt off with the brushes, and if we have to put it back in there for a little bit longer, then we will. But I'm going to pull these out now. And I can see already some of the dirt has got off of it. Some grease in there, but basically what we're trying to do is knock that dirt off right now to see what kind of white it actually has. And it looks like I'm probably going to have to put it back in there. We're trying to get as much grease out of there that has been left in there. I don't know, you can kind of see bunch of the dirt has come out of there, but when we re-whiten this, we're going to do it in peroxide solution. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I will soak these in a pail overnight just to keep the pores kind of open. Maybe some of the dirt will come back out, hopefully. But yeah, you can still see quite a bit of the grease is still in there, so it wasn't completely done initially. So, but I think we're going to get it. And tomorrow I think once I water out of there. Tomorrow, once I put it in I'm going to let them, like I said, let them soak overnight. I'm going to put this one back in there and let it go for about another half hour or so and see if we can get some of those grease spots out of there. But yeah, let's clean this one up a little bit. See, this was that really dirty one. You can see actually a lot of that was probably just dirt stuck to the grease that are still in there. So I guess I want to knock off some of the dirt, like I said, see what it looks like. And then like I was saying, tomorrow we're going to put it in that peroxide solution and it should whiten it right up. So that's looking not too bad. Actually got really clean inside the brain cavity there. But yeah, just basically want to get in wherever you can and make sure that dirt is off of there. They're looking quite a bit better already when I first got them, so just gonna take a brush and clean up whatever I can. It's not going to take much longer, maybe another 15-20 minutes, and then the dirt will be off. And then we'll see if some of them more of that grease comes out of there. Totally submerged. I think it works better when I have a bigger one on the bottom. Get them totally submerged in there. Okay. Give it a little bit longer.